Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to MFO. We appreciate that. I would like to talk about a topic today that I am absolutely, this is to get your feedback on this 100%. What do you know about virtual bass tournaments? I'm kind of thinking that it might be a cool idea for us to do a virtual bass tournament. We could put it on and kind of it be a way to involve the Mark Fisher Outdoors community. Maybe do it during July. We'll talk more about the details, but I'd love to get your feedback on, first of all, what do you know about virtual bass tournaments, and do you think that it's something that we could pull off? And secondly, what do you think about, would you participate in it? So when we come back, I'm going to give you the things that I've thought about, and then we'll kind of get your feedback on it. We'll go from there. Stick around, guys. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher. So a virtual bass tournament. So from my understanding, what this is, first of all, it's not like a regular tournament in that it doesn't have to happen on this Sunday. We're going to do it, and I'm thinking that maybe we do it over the month of July. Start on July 1st, and on the last day of July. We might set it up, and these are the thought. Everything that I'm talking about is might. I want to get your feelings and ideas and suggestions on this. But this is the kind of thing that so we set it up where you got to register ahead of time. You register through Mark Fisher Outdoors. We'll set something up like that. And once you're registered, then you're in, and the entire month of July, we're going to do, say, the top, your 5 heaviest fish, your 5 best fish in terms of weight. And the idea would be that you're out, maybe you're fishing on a pond from the bank, or you're in your boat, or whatever it is, but the 5 fish that you want to weigh in on this tournament, you catch it, you put it on a scale where we can take a picture, where you can take a picture of the scale and the full fish. Okay, you're not, you get the picture of the weight and the fish is hanging properly. Boom, that's one fish. And you put out you send in your 5 pictures of your 5 best fish, and the highest weight wins the tournament at the end of July. It's a fun thing, guys. We know, obviously, this isn't an issue of people cheating. We're not looking, because to be honest, the prizes aren't going to be, hundreds or thousands of dollars. We're not going to do it that way. But here's what I'm thinking. Number one, I can absolutely get some of my sponsors and people that support the channel to kick in some prizes. Core Tackle has already said that they would be happy to donate a whole pile of Core Tackle products, a Core Tackle gift pack as one of the prizes. I'm sure 2J's would donate something. The last year they donated a rod and reel combo for our bobber pulls. My guess is they would do something like that. We can get some prizes. I guarantee, my places like Phoenix and Mercury, we've got hats, things like that. Everybody who participates is going to get something, for sure. This is just a matter of, let's do something to have a little fun. Put it on the channel so we can get your pictures of the fish that you caught. If you're participating, we can put it on the channel. Maybe what we can do too is do a little interview with the people who came in first, second, third. How'd you catch your fish? You can share with us some of the techniques and the places that you fish, so that we can learn. Instead of just me rambling on and on, you can tell us a little bit about how you caught them, what your techniques were that got you to be the Mark Fisher Outdoors virtual bass tournament champion, right? Okay, so yeah, my thinking is, and again, we do it July. You register ahead of time. You send your pictures in. You DM the pictures to me. I'll keep track of the stuff throughout the month. I think we could do it where if you wanted to send me a picture of each bass, and then we just count your 5 best bass, we could do that. Or you could sandbag and wait until July 29th before you send in the 5 biggest ones. However you want to do it. I don't think there's any, I think there's strategies, with each of those ways. I could definitely, like I said, come up with prize packages. I think we need to do some kind of an entry fee. Not a ton. I'm thinking $10, maybe $20, because I'm going to need to mail out prizes and things like that. And so it's not for me to make a ton of money on this or anything like that. It's just be able to use the money to mail out all the, I want to make sure that everybody who participates gets something. So I'll go out and really hustle and get prize stuff for everybody who participates, and then I want to be able to mail it out. So there's going to be some expenses there. So if we do it where you send in $10, you register, but all of this, guys, I want your feedback on this. What do you think? Now, okay, so here's the issues. Any suggestions on rules or the way to do it, please send me those in your comments. Number 2, please send me a comment. This is really important. If you think you would participate, send me a comment. Yes, I'm in. If you do it, Mark, I'm in. $10, not a problem. Hey, if it's up to, I'm in as long as the entry fee isn't more than X amount or something like that. Send me, I need details, guys. And here's the other thing. If it's a no, okay, if it's like, no way, I would never participate in that, please send me that comment too. I'm not going to be offended. I need to know, wow, out of this many people, this many said yes, this many people said no. Because what I get is, yeses, but I don't know how many people were no's and how many people were just, didn't get it or didn't, whatever. Send me a no. If the answer is no, send me a no. I really, really love your feedback on this. I think it would be fun. I think it would give us a way to communicate where, like I said, I'm not just the only one presenting this information. I would absolutely, if you're a winner, we're going to call you and we're going to do a little interview like how'd you catch a fish and things like that. If you participate, we're going to put those pictures of those fish up and show people. We're going to do some episodes regarding this virtual tournament. And again, guys, I do not have a ton of experience with this. So any suggestions that you have, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. We'll talk about this a little bit more maybe next week sometime as we get closer to July, and we'll see whether or not there's enough. We don't need 100 people to participate. I think if we get, 10 or 20 guys to jump in and say, yeah, I think we could make this happen. And like I said, I will absolutely get prizes for everyone who participates, and we'll just do first, through however many. Let me know your comments, guys. I'd appreciate it, and I appreciate you tuning into Mark Fisher Outdoors, and we will see you on Monday for another episode. Take care, everybody.